Hello everybody, I just want to make a video. I just got back from the hospital visiting Miss Fritz. It's November 20th, Sunday, and as some of you know, she had her surgery, open heart surgery, on Wednesday the 9th. And she was in the ICU for about 4 or 5 days, and now she's on a step down unit at the hospital for the heart section. She's doing very well, and we thank you so much for your prayers. The people that have been praying for her in the fragrance community, we thank you very, very, very much. That's some good news that some of you follow me. I've been keeping some updates on my account, my Pop Fritz account on Facebook. I've been keeping some updates on the Spritz with Pop Fritz Facebook group, 14 Sprays Minimum Facebook group, fragrances, and then Fragrance Junkie and Fragrance Addict on Facebook, as well as I think I put a couple updates on Instagram. And there was a lot of responses to that, and a lot of you prayed, and we appreciate, and your prayers are being answered. The good news is, she's slowly recovering, and it looks like maybe midweek she should be moving to another hospital's rehab unit, and I'll be able to spend more time with her there, so that was good. So again, I just want to thank you all. And today I did wear, I'm going to do a little scent a day. I've done this scent before. It's has a little meaning to us. It's Mont Blanc Legend. And if you've been following me since the beginning and you've watched some other videos, you know that I didn't really wear fragrances that often. I have 5 fragrances that I had, from since I was an adult up until 2010. And those fragrances followed me through a couple moves. So the latest ones were in 2010, and I hadn't updated. And around 2019, 2020, a book came in from a department store called Boscov's. And, it had the sniffing smells for a couple men's fragrances. And Miss Fritz smelled 2 of them. They were Bleu de Chanel and Sauvage. And she really liked Sauvage. And I really like Bleu de Chanel. And so instead of going to Boscov's, we went to Sephora, and we smelled them there because we wanted to get them on there. But we did it on paper, and we had the paper, and she'd smell so much. Oh, I love this. And I'd smell, no, I don't know. It's like too shower jelly to me. And then I'd smell Bleu de Chanel, and I'd say, hon, this really would fit me good. I really love it. She'd go, I don't know, you like that too much. It's okay, but I like Sauvage. And I know, happy wife, happy life, and I should have just got the Sauvage. And I now own both of them. But instead, I saw this Mont Blanc Legend. And somebody, I forget who it is. It was a fashion guy. Fashion's over 40 or something. I think his name's John. I know that. I had watched some YouTubes prior to that about fragrances, and fragrances for a man over 40. And on his list was Mont Blanc Legend. So I saw that out of the corner of my eye, and I sprayed it. And I said, Hon, what about this one? And I liked it, and she liked it. She said, yeah, let's get that one. And so Mont Blanc Legend, it's it's kind of fruity and sweet. It's called an aromatic fougere. And it gets compared to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce from, I don't know what decade that was, the 2000s, I guess. And supposedly that was all over the malls, and, they sprayed it in there in the Abercrombie & Fitch. And that one is really hard to get. That's a pretty penny. And this one, when I got it, at Sephora, I paid full retail value, manufacturer's suit. So I paid as much for this more than I paid for the Sauvage I have, but it's a smaller bottle. And pretty close to what I paid for Chanel. So, I paid full money. And I've since found it on discounts. But it's worth every penny I paid for this. It really is that good. And whenever I wear it, I get a lot of attention. Not that I want attention, but I do get a lot of attention when I wear it. And maybe that was good today because I was visiting Miss Fritz in the hospital, and I did notice a few more nurses came in and a few more people wanting to help her. So there's always that. And anyway, she is doing really good, and I just wanted to update everybody on that. I could read the notes on this. I think it has lavender. I'm just looking at it. Lavender, pineapple, bergamot, and then it has one verbena. It has verbena. Then it has a red apple and dried fruits. And it has geranium and rose in there, and I think cumin in. And then on the bottom it has tonka bean and sandalwood. So it's a really good mix. And you know, with that Fierce thing, I look at Fierce, the accords are not the same, the notes are not the same. But I mean, if you look at the reminds me of 800, you know, to 30. So probably it does smell like that. I don't know what Fierce smells like. Some people also compare it to Percival by Parfums de Marly. Again, I don't know what that smells like either. I do know that this smells good though. And I do know John from, I think it's Over 40s Fashion. He was right. And there's other more mature men, I don't like to say that, men over 40 that have YouTube channels that I've mentioned. This is a really good one for that. Not that it wouldn't be good for anybody younger, because that's who Fierce was targeted to. So, you know, it's a really good smelling fragrance. I do have another video out there where I did a real scent of a day on it. Maybe you want to watch that. I haven't watched it in a while. And I mentioned this quite a bit because of that backstory I told you. So thank you all for praying for Miss Fritz, Miss Voss. And please keep her in your prayers. And she is getting better each day. She's getting stronger. She has a lot of issues besides the heart failure. She had her first heart attack in 2014. And what they fixed on her heart was congenital. And it was causing her to have anemia. They didn't know it was congenital until they got in there. But that was causing a host of other health problems. So it was good she had the surgery. And she is recovering, but she is very sore. And she's not quite herself yet as far as her attitude and her mental health, but she will be back here behind me thanking you all soon, someday, yeah. And she knows you're all praying for her. So thank you again for that. And I'll see you again when I can. Thanks.